Hey everybody.
Hey guys.
We are super excited to be here, right?
Yes.
Yes. I am Bree,
I'm Annette.
and that's why we decided to call our YouTube channel A to B,
A to B.
because of Annette and Bree.
Easy.
So anyways, we thought we'd start out with an introduction about ourselves. Should I go first or you want to go first?
Yeah, no, you go
No,
first.
A.
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 Oh, hey.
A.
Okay. So I actually am Bree's assistant. We are hairstylists. and I have my own salon as well. My own suite, I should say. I was born in Puerto Rico and I moved here when I was 4. And here is Florida. We won't tell you where because that's a secret.
Yeah.
No.
We're in Orlando.
Oh.
Actually, we're kind of right outside of Orlando. We're in Winter Garden.
Yeah, and I grew up here. I went to UF, and then I came back, and I actually met Bree in high school, Dr. Phillips High School, class of '97.
Woo woo.
We weren't friends in high school though. We knew each other, peripheral.
We did separate things.
Peripheral friends. We did separate things. I was Puerto Rican,
And I was a cheerleader.
so we didn't really mesh or interweave.
Yeah.
Friends very much.
Yeah, but we knew each other.
Right.
So,
And then after that, we lost touch as the world happens. And I ran into her when I was pregnant with my son. So that was 10 years ago. And, Facebook and then, hey. So we started talking more and hanging out more. And eventually I went to hair school and I started working for her. So that brings us to you today.
Okay, so a little bit about myself. So I actually was born and raised in California, Orange County, totally. And don't make fun of me.
No, it's not real. It's fine.
It's not, because I claim Florida my home. But anyways, and then I moved away after high school. I moved to Utah, and I went to a few years of college, and then I decided that was not my jam.
Okay.
And it was totally okay. And I'm going to tell my kids the same thing.
Yes.
That it's okay
It's okay.
to do vocational.
It is. It's not, you don't have to go to 4-year college. I mean, I went
No.
for what? Actually went 5 years. Maybe 6, 7?
Well, you went to law school, and
Right.
yeah, so that's another story. But anyways, and so I decided to come home, and I told my parents that I was done with college. It wasn't my jam. And if you know me, this will happen. We're going to get phone calls, and some people don't know how to silence their phones. And we're probably going to have a kid walk in here. So we're going to do our first one kind of without a lot of editing, just so we can kind of get ourselves out there for you guys. But anyways, and then I convinced my parents to let me go to hair school. I have a mother who was a beauty school dropout, not because she wanted to, but because I think my grandfather at the time lost his job and she didn't have any money, so she dropped out. But anyways, I was fortunate enough to have my dad put me through school. And the day I finished, I flew home back to Orlando because Utah was fun, but it was cold and it wasn't my thing. I am more of a palm tree kind of girl. So came back to Florida after hair school, and I assisted for about 3.5 years behind a few really amazing mentors, and then I decided to go out on my own. So I've been doing hair now for about 21 years, and I have to tell you guys, I have the best job in the world.
It's a good job.
I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I am currently married.
Currently.
Just had my anniversary in March, and we just hit 16 years, and wow, we got there. I have 4 children and love them dearly. Yeah, Annette has 2.
I have 2.
So I don't know who's smarter, one that has 2 or one that has 4.
Me.
But anyways,
Me.
so together we collectively have 6 children.
Yeah.
And so we're busy, but the good news is our kids are friends, and that really helps. And our husbands are best friends, and that helps too.
Sometimes.
So that kind of brings
For
us,
the most part.
yeah, that'll be a whole nother episode. But that's what brings us from A to B. So I am currently still doing hair and in a salon suite. I've had a few assistants, and every assistant I've had has been wonderful along the way. And it was super fun to have Annette approach me and say she was not loving what she was doing and that she decided she wanted to go to hair school. So she did. And this is a mom who went to hair school with 2 children and her husband working full time and finished, and it was awesome to watch. And so here we are today.
Here we are.
And she works with me. So that's a little bit of our background. I'm sure you're wondering, like everybody else, what's going on in the world today. So we don't really know what's going on in the world today either, other than we know that we are dealing with a very tragic virus.
Yeah.
And so we don't want to make light of the situation, but we also wanted to let you guys know that we do believe in social distancing. However, Annette and I have been working together for the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
And
years.
Yeah.
And we work out together.
We
our
go to the gym
children
together.
play together.
So
our
we
husbands
just-
are together. So we're basically quarantined together.
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, we
just
live
sleep in our
a few
own
minutes,
houses.
away from each other. So we are social inch distancing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyways, don't judge. Only happy comments here. So anyways, with that being said, Annette and I talked about doing a YouTube channel
For years.
for probably 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And just between her going to hair school and children and work and
Life, everything.
everything,
Yeah.
it just never happened. But we had purchased everything to do the YouTube channel and had all our ideas written down, our
Yep.
brainstorming, and still really never had time to do the channel. So here we are.
Guess what? We have time now.
Yes. Although that could be another episode too, because homeschooling started Monday, and that's
Right.
you guys can all relate to moms. It's been a little brutal,
Yeah.
but every day it's getting better. And so
I'll write back about that because I don't know. My kindergartner is something to be reckoned with. But we, our salon suites are closed, obviously. So we do have a little bit of extra time to sort of finally get this going and be a part of your lives. Yeah.
it's kind of crazy. Yeah. So anyways, what we want to talk to you today about and kind of get in so that we can start getting into the nitty-gritty of what we really want to do for you guys, and kind of for ourselves, because we're also finding this to be a little bit exciting for us because we're just as bored, and I'm used to working quite a few clients at a time. That's just the way I roll. And if you are a client, you know that I work 3, 4, 5 people deep. It works for me. It doesn't work for everybody, but the way I work, it works for me. And so it's really hard for me to slow down, and I'm really not one to stay at home either. So this has been a very interesting
Change for
Yeah,
you.
it has
I'm
been.
much easier.
She
slow
likes to
down,
be home, and
but
she
I
likes
don't
to be
mind.
slow, and I'm like, no.
She doesn't let me be slow though.
So this is why we're friends, because we're kind of different.
Yeah.
Anyways, what we want to talk to you about is what our channel is going to bring to you at home. And we are super excited to share our plethora of knowledge in a couple areas. I am going to really focus a lot on the hair issue because I've been doing it for 20 something years.
Yes.
And I'm really excited to talk about products and styles, and I'll do some product reviews, and maybe even do a little bit of cutting and some coloring, and just to kind of help you guys and explain to you, maybe if you are not in Orlando and getting your hair done by me, which there's plenty of people that aren't. Yes, I'm doing the entire city of Orlando.
You probably do. You're like 4 people in there
Anyways.
from everyone.
But I want to also be able to give you some ideas with coloring and face shape and everything else on what would work best for you with hair. And then Miss Annette also does hair.
I do.
But then she and I both love also
makeup.
makeup.
Yes. So we'll definitely get into makeup looks and do's and don'ts and what's trending.
Yes.
We'll do product reviews,
Yes.
all that kind of stuff.
I'm
Because we
obsessed.
talk about it anyways.
I'm
so
obsessed with product reviews
let's
on
talk about it with you.
makeup.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different things in makeup
Yeah.
out there, and I like to know like the best, and I don't want to do because people are getting paid to advertise. I want it to actually be real,
The truth.
like
Because we've
what
used
we
it
like,
for,
right?
Yeah.
And I kind of feel the same way about hair products. Like
Yeah.
I want to be able to talk to you guys about products that I like, not what somebody else is telling me I should like.
Right.
So that's kind of also, we're kind of going to be really kind of in the raw, and I'm excited about that
Yeah.
because I think people need to know like what we really like and what we really don't like. Could scare some people off. Another thing also is we will also do fashion. Annette and I have both are professional shoppers.
Professional.
If anybody asks us, we what's your hobby? Shopping.
Shopping.
And I have to say, at least we're consistent with our hobby.
Yeah.
Really consistent with
Yeah.
our hobby.
Yeah.
And
And we're good at it. It takes up our time. It makes us
yeah,
happy.
we have husbands that change their hobby weekly,
Weekly.
and it's a lot and
Yeah.
expensive. And I just think if you're consistent on shopping, I mean,
Can't go wrong.
it may be expensive, but and so we'd love to talk about fashion with you guys too. And then also we'll throw a little bit of family in there because we are moms
Mm-hmm.
and we are real, and this is real life. And right now, this is our real life, and so we are excited to share our lives with you. So I want to talk a little bit this morning about my YouTube experience in it
That you had
that I had
today.
that I had today. So I decided after I had finished working with my kids with homeschooling and I had already done my workout, and I've come to the conclusion that as much as I thought I could work out like 6 hours a day, like you can only do so much. So I decided to come in my room.
It gets hot.
It gets hot here, yeah. And take a shower. Yeah. And I'm in the shower, and I always know that if I don't lock the door, and I didn't today, that there would be one child coming in.
Remember, there's 4.
Yeah,
she has 4.
So my second oldest, Ivy, who is 11, and she is darling, but she is a lot of talking. I don't know where she got it from. But anyways, I'm showering, and she came in, and she's literally talking my ear off for about 20 minutes in the shower with the water going in my ears, and I told her that I really couldn't understand her, but at the same time, I was just going to let her talk, thinking that that would be the end of the conversation, and she would leave. She doesn't. No. She's great.
It's amazing.
It's a lot of talking. As I proceeded to blow dry my hair, she continued to talk. But what I loved about it is the whole entire conversation was about YouTube. Mm-hmm. It was about creating a channel. She was reading me an article on the do's and don'ts. She was telling me how to get subscribers, how people will leave, and comments. And honestly, I was mesmerized because that generation really does know about this social media
outlet.
Yeah, YouTube. I mean, she told me everything. And so hopefully with her help, and maybe even some of you guys and Annette and I and our plethora of knowledge that we've been learning, like crash coursing over the last couple days, that we'll be able to bring to you guys a really fun channel.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I am too. Yeah. We're finally going to do this.
This will be so fun.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if there's anything else like we really have to tell you about us today.
I'm sure we'll get to it. We'll talk about skincare too. We're really into skincare.
Very much into skincare.
Yes. We love our dermatologist.
We do love our dermatologist, and so we'll talk about her too. But
yeah.
So today we wanted to just talk about a quick little tip for you guys at home. And so I brought my handy dandy special products I want to talk to you today about. And once again, we are not advertising. We are giving things that we love.
Yeah.
And today I wanted to talk about, obviously, I have roots. I have gray. Annette has roots. She has no gray.
I have no gray, but y'all, I'm bald up in here.
But she's a little thinner than I am when it comes to hair. Maybe a lot thinner. Sorry, Annette. It's okay.
I mean, look, your hair is taking up the entire
So we kind of want to talk today about ways that we could help extend our hair length, our actual not hair length, our hair time, because who wants to wash their hair every single day during this quarantine?
Nobody.
And also kind of help hide the grays, because I definitely don't want you guys coloring your own hair. I was telling them on Instagram the other day, like, listen, it's expensive for me to fix. Don't make me do it.
Yeah.
So
there's so many chemicals in box dye that you guys don't even, just different minerals and all kinds of weird things
that
in
don't
there.
mix well with my color and her color. So we want to talk about this. So Annette.
Yeah. We're really into dry shampoos.
Yes.
We get tons of people that say they have used them, and then tons of people that said they've never touched them in their lives. And there is like thousands of dry shampoos, ranging in all kinds of prices. I mean, that Batiste one that we like.
Batiste. Yeah, my sister actually loves that one.
Yeah. And it's like, what, $3.99, I think? And then up from there, these are some of our favorites. So that's kind of what we wanted to share with you. Good old Amika.
Oh, hey. Yeah, can you get that close? Amika's dry shampoo. Okay, this is my favorite for a few reasons. One, I am a smelly kind of girl. Like, I like to have a really good smelling product.
Yeah.
It has to work, but it has to smell good too. And this one smells super yummy. I'm also a sucker for packaging, and this is
how cute is
so
that?
Cute.
They have the best packaging.
They do. But actually, the actual shampoo itself is wonderful. The dry shampoo, it's super easy. If you guys aren't familiar with dry shampoo, it's something that you put on, obviously, on dry hair. Mm-hmm. You would spray it at your root.
Yep.
And then I was like, when I spray it, I will spray it in like sections, and then I will walk away and put laundry in, or
yell at a kid, whatever.
Yeah, yell at a husband, say a prayer,
all of it, sure.
And walk back into the bathroom, and then I know it smells so good, and become a professional heifer. No. And I love it because I will go back in and I will just literally use my fingers.
Shake it.
to shake it in. Some people will use a brush, and that's fine. I like to use my fingers because here's the deal. It is a talc-based dry shampoo, and I like that it kind of leaves me a little bit of like a little bit of a white, not really. I guess the more you brush it in, the kind of the white talc goes away. But it really
sucks up the oil, especially
Yes.
on like darker hair, because you could really see that grease in there. It'll suck up all this oil. And
But it also it helps kind of hide my grays and my really dark hair when I don't have my hair done, which is obviously right now.
okay.
So this is a great product. If you guys want to check it out, I mean,
It's at Sephora.
everywhere. You can get it online. I think you can find it on Amazon.
You may be able to find it on Amazon.
Yeah.
I mean, Amazon has everything.
Or you can even check your local hairstylist right now and support her
Yeah.
and see if she offers the dry shampoo. So that is Amika. And next we want to talk about, this out of the way, is the Bumble and Bumble. This is the Bumble and Bumble hair powder. And the difference between this and Amika is, y'all, this has color in it. And so with color, hides grays. So it hides grays, gives you volume.
Yep. And me being thin in the front, it will kind of coat my scalp a little bit
Mhm.
and my roots, and it looks like I have hair there, which I don't. So it's pretty awesome.
So
it's
like
very
a
versatile.
camouflage.
Mhm. Mm-hmm.
This is my favorite. It comes in different colors.
Right.
There's like a dark brown. This one is called, this is the one I use.
Blonde.
This one's the blonde.
Yeah.
But it doesn't come out blonde. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if you can see it up close. It's got a little bit of residue on there. It's kind of a brown, but it kind of helps blend. And let's be honest, ombre's in and darker roots are a little bit in, at least right now they are.
Mm-hmm.
And so this helps hide my gray because I have a lot of gray hair. And then it does the job as far as keeping, extending your actual hair.
Through the quarantine.
Well, maybe a couple days in the quarantine. There's
Oh,
times
you
where
don't really have to go anywhere.
yeah, but
But
there's
if
still
you
times when your
want to
husband's like,
go to yes, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. These do help with that because do we really feel like washing our hair right now? I mean, I just washed my hair after a week, and these definitely help it smell better when you're laying next to your husband in bed because they don't like that.
yeah, or even walking around. He doesn't like to hug me because I'm short and he's tall and smell my head.
It smells.
Ooh. So anyways, so that's our little special tip today. We are super excited. We hope you guys enjoyed our little intro, and we look forward to filming a lot
Yes.
in the next couple of weeks on. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to leave comments.
Yep. Stuff you want to see, stuff you want us to talk about. Let us
Yes,
know.
yes. And if makeup is your thing, let's do it. If hair is your thing, and are they both your thing, or fashion, or whatever it is, let us know. We would love to be able to help you guys. And so we're super pumped. Have a great day.
Yes.
And we will see you guys soon.
Very soon. Bye, guys.